There were many brave heroes in the epic Mahabharat from Hindu mythology who fought in the Kurukshetra war. Some survived, some did not. Among those who sacrificed their life on the battlefield was a relatively unsung hero, Ghatotkach. This is his story. Ghatotkach was the son of the powerful Pandav Bheem and the demoness Hidimba. Bheem and Hidimba had met and fallen in love when the Pandavs took shelter in the forest after escaping from the wax palace that had been built to kill them. Kunti, the mother of the Pandavs, consented to their marriage on the condition that once Bheem's child was born, all the Pandavs, including Bheem, would leave the forest. As agreed, therefore, Bheem had to leave once Ghatotkach was born. He asked Hidimba to join him along with their newborn son, but Hidimba chose to remain in the forest. Hidimba then raised Ghatotkach in the forest as a single parent. Ghatotkach had inherited his father's immense strength and valor, and his mother's magical powers. Many years later, Ghatotkach, now a young man, met his father, Bheem, once again when the Pandav brothers had been exiled to the forest by Duryodhan, the eldest of their cousins, the Kauravas. For the first time in his life, Ghatotkach had the privilege of seeing both his parents together and being part of a family, and the young man was overjoyed. But his happiness was short-lived, as yet again, Bheem had to go away. Before he left, Ghatotkach said that if ever Bheem needed his son's help, all he had to do was say Ghatotkach's name, and he would immediately appear before his father. That moment came several years later, during the Kurukshetra war. At one stage, the Pandav army was being dominated by the Kaurav forces, and were in grave danger of losing the war. Lord Krishna, the all-knowing, told Bheem to summon Ghatotkach. As soon as Bheem uttered his name, Ghatotkach, with his magical powers, immediately appeared before him and readily agreed to join the war. The presence of the mighty Ghatotkach turned the tide in the Pandavs' favor. Using his magic, he grew to a giant size and unleashed terror on the Kaurav army, throwing huge boulders at them and trampling them under his massive feet. None of the great warriors from the Kaurav army could stop him. Finally, Duryodhan ordered Karna to use the Vasvi Shakti, the divine weapon gifted to Karna by Lord Indra. The Vasvi Shakti was an extremely powerful weapon which could destroy anyone, but it could be used only once, and Karna had planned to use it to kill his sworn enemy, Arjun. The immensely loyal Karna, however, sacrificed his own ambition for the sake of his best friend Duryodhan and used the Vasvi Shakti on Ghatotkach. The divine weapon killed Ghatotkach instantly, but even as he was falling down, the brave son of Bheem killed more enemy soldiers by crushing them under his massive body. Even as he was dying, Ghatotkach helped his father Bheem and his uncles by killing more soldiers from the Kaurav army. More importantly, he saved the life of Arjun by forcing Karna to use the devastating divine weapon Vasvi Shakti on him instead of his uncle. Ghatotkach, in many ways, led a tragic life. He was deprived of a father's love from birth. He barely knew his father and really cherished the few joyful moments of a normal family life that he enjoyed. Yet, when his father summoned him, Ghatotkach unhesitatingly went to fight a war that wasn't even his to begin with and gave up his life at a young age. Ghatotkach was truly one of the many unsung heroes of the Mahabharat.